Blarla. Do you know, I think we will do something up here. We're going to need more room, aren't we, for our family tree? Definitely. I'm going to try to work without this because we do have production and whatnot over here, so we'll try and do that. We will try and work without this as well, which makes all this a bit easier to deal with because, yeah, look, got this inventory as well. Oh, the barn is done. Excellent. Our barn is up and running, which is great. But we're still in a situation, of course, where we've got more homes and families after our surge of deaths. Anyway, so let's see here. Shall we have a bit of a catch-up? We have Drusilla. Where is she? Do we have just a centre? Oh, that's her home. So she is still living here in Dandria with Park. She's 86. 86! And she is a tailor. Her eldest, Vanna, died, but Ella, we started following, who was one of her younger ones instead, didn't we? Where's she living? Ella is living in a shed, and she's living alone. Look, she's living alone. Oh, no, Ella. She's 64. She'll probably live a while. Sicilian, who used to live in the capital, hence the capital's called Sicilian. Look, she's still there. Look, they had one child, and they only had one, which is a bit odd. But oh, look, no. Ella just died. Just then, we just checked on her, and she died. She died of old age. Wow, Drusilla really is a vampire, isn't she? Oh, no. Drusilla just keeps going on and going on strong. Oh, no. So, Sicilian's mother just died. It's bad times, bad times. Then Sicilian's eldest daughter, as Dorothy. Oh, what's she? She's a gatherer now. And then we've got Dorothy, who's currently living in... Oh, Dandria as well. And actually, this used to be Drusilla's house, didn't it? So she's now living there, 27. She's the hunter now. Her eldest was Norman, who is 9. Oh, and still living at home. Here we are. So we are still actually on this house, look. We are still... So we've come back to Dandria. Look at that. We've come back to Dandria. Anyway, so what's going on? We kind of need homes and families to sort themselves out. And look, it's got worse. It's got worse. It has absolutely got worse. So what we might do, we don't really have enough houses to deal with this sort of this area yet. We can't expand into it properly just yet. But other things that I do want to look at. So if we just let that hub go for the moment. Are these 2 stone houses from it? Yeah. So let's just put that hub to one side, I think, for a moment. One thing I'm very keen, I think, to set up is going to be the hospital. And we really need to get working on these wells. I want these wells to be done. So this is all sort of big stone work. We've also got the chapel here. So what's involved in this hospital? Let's see here. It does make it a bit harder when I don't have this to work from, look. Okay. I probably am going to need this to a certain extent. Oh no. How do we do this, peeps? How am I going to have room for everything? There's too much stuff. Too much stuff. It's just that we've got loads of wood, haven't we? Loads and loads of wood. Stone, we're actually doing all right on stone. We can definitely build this hospital. Might be worth us getting a little bit more ore. So I think we will unlock this hospital, get that building. I'm also thinking that here, because this is going to need a hospital. I'm thinking here might be nice. We could measure this out. If I can remember all of the buttons, because I also think a gatherer's hut around here might also be good. That's a not a gatherer's hut. I am talking about a herbalist, aren't I? Yeah, a herbalist. I'm thinking we might stick a herbalist here. They probably won't gather too much, but it will allow them to hand out herbs for health reasons. So it's not so much the gathering of them, but the distribution, the easy distribution of them. And then, yeah, I'm thinking if we can fit it. Yeah, look, a hospital next door as well. So a hospital here. So this would be medicine, and that for the main capital and these docks areas and stuff that we're going to be building. Actually, talking about these dock areas. We could do with that one. We could do with I feel more barns around here, and as you know, this has been bothering me, this one here. I just don't think it's looking quite right. So maybe some barns. We're gonna have a fiddle with that. Get rid of that first. Please have stone. Please have stone. Do you have stone? Let's see. Who are you? A food merchant. Okay, well that's not too terrible, is it? We will take all of your food. Excellent. Won't we? We will take all of their food. And we will actually use the venison to buy this. All this stuff here. Now, at the same time, yes, we have seen them before, so they've bought things that we want, hence we've bought everything. Excellent. Okay, brilliant. Well, trade and dismiss that then. Jolly good, jolly good. Right. Oh, they've got rid of it already, so let's have a look. Barns. Storage barns. What tab are they under, peeps? I always forget everything. That one looks good. Right, so how big? No, that's going to be... If that was up here, if we had a small storage yard a bit further, but then had storage barns, maybe... I don't know. I'm trying to make a decision here, peeps. This is why I normally do it when I'm not recording. Because it's painful to watch, right? It's completely painful to watch. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. I think we'll keep maybe one barn going, but does that mean no storage yard here? Ooh, we could have a storage yard and a little storage yard, maybe. And do you know what? I don't think I quite like that well. Maybe if we moved the well just a smidge. Oh, which sort of rotation do we like? I think I like that rotation. There we go. I think there. So it takes up that gap a little nicer, right? Quite like that. I think we might go with that, you know. That looks all right. And then we can put the paths like this. Do you see? There we go. And it means that we might be able to then pull stuff out of here, right? Mushrooms and things. And instead of selling them on, because I don't really want to do that, we can put them in a bit of storage. That's a good point, actually. Because we are getting in too much of this stuff from the gatherers' huts. So instead of having 3 in each gatherer's hut, what we might actually do is reduce it down to 2, 4, 6, 8. So that we have 2 in each gatherer's hut, so that they're gathering a little less. That might be good. Yeah, I might like that. We've got 1,000 mushrooms in this one. 300 mushrooms in that one. Because what will happen is that if I ask this dock to pull all these mushrooms, they're going to take it from here first. But really I want them out of here Would they come to this one? Might do. They might do. So, shall we ask for 1,000 mushrooms? Just to try and create a bit of space in that barn over there. Let's see if we can do that. So ask for 1,000 mushrooms and see if we can get some space out of here. And the venison is building up. Actually, how much venison do we have? Look, over 2,000 venison. Some more will be coming into here shortly. What am I doing? Yeah, it's almost full though. And we need 1,000 venison in here. Oh my god, you know, we might be ready for another trading dock as well. Oh, do you know, we'll actually put a bit of a priority on that. Because, yeah, we now have over 2,000 spare venison, look. Now, I'll go quickly with a couple of dudes coming in to trade food away. But we could definitely, I think, afford to have another barn. Now, the firewood's at 2,000 as well. And I'm assuming we have, 1,000 of firewood in there, 1,000 firewood in here. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying, peeps? Do you? So that'd be excellent. That'd be excellent. So families are now exceeding homes, but only just. And we do have to bear in mind that more might die, right? More might die. I don't want to be mean about it, but it is a thing. It is a thing. I think we're also going to... Do you know what we might do? I do need to do these wells, but I'm not quite ready yet because we're using a lot of stone on these things. But what we might do is also unlock these two storage barns and just get them built. I think I'd like that. Why is there firewood on here? How's that happened? I don't know. I've no idea how that's occurred. When we build a house here, we'll get to name this little hub because, of course, we don't have a name for it yet. So I'm quite excited about that. How's our hospital coming along? Lovely. Oh, yes. Do you know what we should probably do? And that is gather some iron. Look at all this iron. I've placed that exactly where all that iron is. Oh, they're planting up their trees nice, aren't they? Oh, look, here. This could be good. Iron. Excellent. And look, we've even got sort of a bit of stone kicking about up here. Get that. Okay. Was that iron? It was. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, look, there was much closer iron. Oh, well. What's done is done. What's done is done. Excellent. So we have 9 labourers, which is nice as well. Oh, look, all sorts of things is happening down here. Children are being born and things. Wow, people are becoming adults and starting to work and things. Oh. Right, we've asked for quite a bit to be built and we've got labourers. So shall we up the labourers a bit? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. And, oh, look. Look, shall we put a priority, actually, on the build of the hospital? Because at the moment, if we had an outbreak of some sort of a disease, it wouldn't go very well, to be fair. It wouldn't go very well. Shall we up this to 300? I think we will. I think we will. 300? Yep. Good. 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 And what's our firewood limit? I've got to get used to using this instead. Firewood. Is that fuel, is it? Does 2,000, right. I think we need to up this to 3,000, which could see a plummet in wood soon. Do you know what? We could probably do with putting more foresters on, couldn't we? The forester isn't yet built over here, so that would be a lot of foresters. Maybe we'll just We'll up them now. Alright, we'll up the foresters now. By 2. So, and they can find themselves somewhere. What? I thought I just upped the limit to 3,000. And the fuel is at 2,000. Why are you saying you've reached your cap? I don't understand. Ooh. Ooh, hello, trader. Hello. What have we got here? Oh, another food merchant. More food, peeps. More food. Pumpkins. Squash and plums. This is fantastic. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we definitely want... 500. Definitely want some of this. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. And have we seen them before? We have. That's why they've got everything we want. Wow. Brilliant. How's... Right. So they've got 1,000 mushrooms. Their mushrooms are still coming in. Jesus. Okay. Let's try and up the mushrooms to that. With that. Oh, God. So many mushrooms. So many mushrooms. Oh, okay. They're doing it now. They're doing it now. Excellent. But yeah, I feel as though we could do with some more wood coming in than we are currently getting. This one is still building up its forest, right? So, you know, they're not going to be doing terribly well. And this one I haven't even built yet. Oh, look, the hospital. So we'll put a doctor on. How fantastic. There's our hospital. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a nice building, actually, isn't it? I wish I could see. I've got a little garden at the back there. It's a nice building. Excellent. So we've got... The reserve of iron is low. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. We have asked. We've only got 4 labourers. They're working on things. They're doing stuff. They're doing stuff. Looks like that the trading post is going to be next. In fact, we don't. Should we try and get iron that's a little bit closer as well? There. Yeah. Yeah, they're working on the iron. And then that'll be ready to go up. How is the stone? Stone's not great, is it, either? We could really do with the merchants that we've asked to bring stone to actually bring some stone. Might even turn coal off, because I don't think I'm going to want coal for a very long time. So I suppose I could technically ask for coal. And we could build a bridge across here, and it would unlock this bit of stone. Look, we've got stone. Might unlock that stone. That'd be good. That would be good, because we are some stone here as well. We're asking them to get a lot of resources at the moment, which is never a good thing. If we could just cancel these orders, accept the stone orders. There we go. And get closer iron. That might be better. That might be better. So what we're going to work on for the time being, what our main focus is for the moment, is before we expand over to here and start dealing with all of our livestock and that sort of business, we need to flesh out this area. We need to make sure that we can get a lot of stuff, all this stuff built up, the homes done, the homes occupied, get these wells done, the chapel as another graveyard here and things like that, you know, get these the infrastructure to support what we've built so far up and running, so that because this is the foundation that we're going to be building on, that we've carefully built. But if we expand too quickly, this foundation won't be solid enough to support everything that we stick on top of it. So it is now worth investing time to get this right, and as strong as possible before we start expanding this area, because this is going to be a large area and it will probably grow quite quickly, because it's going to be largely sort of big cattle fields, right? So it's going to grow quite quickly, and there'll be another sort of town here with another chapel and marketplace and that sort of stuff will be here, that will then support all these nestled farms, which will have just cattle on. We're just getting cattle. I'm interested in trying to get beans and wheat seeds, because I wouldn't mind getting these going as well for a bit of additional food. Oh, did I not dismiss them? I did not dismiss them, did I? I am so sorry. I am just wasting your time. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Oh, look at the trading post. So we'll be able, because in our inventory, look, 2,500 venison now. And while the wood has gone down a bit, the firewood is almost there. So this is fantastic. So we've got the resources to support another trading post. Hell yes, we want that. Our docks are coming along, peeps. Our docks are coming along. We're probably going to want some more wells along here. It wouldn't surprise me. What we might do is no, just move this, because we might make 2 stockpiles here, just so that it covers this whole area, because otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. Is it going to drive you nuts? It's driving me nuts. So I'd like to bring that path across there, right? That'd be nice. But then right, here it is, our trading post. Hang on a minute, how many traders do we have now? 6, 2, 4, 6. Yes, that's right. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Oh no. So we would like in here 1,000 firewood and 1,000 venison. Oh yeah, there we go. Excellent. And what we're doing is we're using fish to have as meat. For them to eat, right? Drusilla died. Oh my goodness. So what was that, 15 years into the town Drusilla lasted, which is an extraordinarily long time. Didn't she do well, everybody? Didn't she do well? My goodness. So there we go. The first 2 generations are gone. And we are now, and we've made a bit more space up here to keep an eye on our family tree. In fact, as we have the room, shall we make it so we can see more information as we have the room for the moment? It won't last long. It won't last long, but while we have it, might as well use it. There we go. There's one storage barn. Fantastic. Because what this means is that we'd be able to pull resources into these storage docks to get them out of barns, like the mushrooms. And then, when they're here, we can say, get rid of those mushrooms. And then what they should do is sling them in this barn, or this barn. That's what I'm hoping. I'm expecting one or both of these barns to start getting mushrooms in them. How is this barn doing? Still not good, is it? It's still not good. Still not good. But we do have a bit of room now. which is a start, isn't it? It is a start. Right, so we have one hospital here. That's fantastic. Now, we do have a chapel to go, but we don't have any mighty amounts of stone at the moment, do we? How are the family and home ratio going? Ah, look. We're starting to see some serious movement here now. So even with the deaths coming in, poor Drusilla, you can see here 24 homes, 29 families. So the families are growing much faster. So fantastic, because we need families. We need excess families for a bit of a buffer for the deaths, but we also want them to expand, and we need to get this area up and running, don't we? Because we really want this forester's lodge and this hunting cabin and this woodcutter and all this good stuff. So what we will do, so that's 80. Actually, we've already got 10 stone in there. So we have, we almost have the stone for another house, but not quite. It's a mild disaster, but it's only mild. We could really do, I've got some stone on here, could really do with them getting this bridge built. They're working on it so that we can then pull up this stone, and this might help us get the chapel up and these wells. We really need to get these wells up, because we need wells near all this port stuff because of the amount of resources. You know, but if there was a fire, oh my god, it just doesn't bear thinking about. And then, yeah, wells, because if these houses catch fire, we put all these resources into them, but you know, but they don't have their wells to enjoy for their happiness. But also, do you know, I think I'm going to get rid of this well as well and just move it back a bit as well. Should we put it here? I think we will put it here. I think, I can't see it. Where's the little handle? I can't see. Well, they will be fine, won't it? A little plaza for it. A little plaza. There we go. Right, so where is this house? So this is a house that's going to name this area. It's a shame that neither of those names are particularly exciting. Neither of those names are particularly exciting. Let's have a think. What would I like to name this hub? You know, the best thing there is it's either Daryl or Carl. Fine. Well, I suppose it'll be Daryl, but I don't know. I don't like either of these names. I'm gonna pencil that one in. We might see what the next house brings us. However, they are a good family that should produce lots of babbies for us, indeed. Oh, the wooden bridge. The wooden bridge has its stone. Fantastic. Maybe we could just sling a priority on this. We would really, 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 really like that built, to be honest. What the hell? Is she coming to build it? Who are you? Who are you? Yvonne. You go. Oh. She did 1% of labour on it, and she was like, "That's enough. It's time for lunch." It's time for lunch now. Off I go. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media, and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my schizwa. See you next time, peeps.